All right, welcome to Average Mike. What we're doing today is we're replacing oil for the 2012 GMC Acadia. It's a fairly simple job. The stores are selling combos now for the oil, 5 quarts of the oil plus a filter. I think it's like $27 or $30 or something like that. So, and it's full synthetic. So, it's the expensive oil for the GMC Acadia. So basically, the tools we need today is the oil filter strap wrench, and a socket, which is down below already. It's 15 millimeter socket. Boom, right? Oil pan, oil itself, and you can see I already started working on it, and I thought, hey, let's put this on video. Welcome to Average Mike. Today we're replacing the oil, we're doing an oil change for the 2012 GMC Acadia, my wife's car. About 145,000 miles, somewhere around there. So we're using the high mileage, full synthetic 5W30 that's recommended, Dexos that's recommended for the car from the manufacturer. It takes about 5.2 quarts of oil. The big guy is 5 quarts of oil, so that should do it. I might buy, depending where it falls on the stick, I might buy another quart just to kind of just get it to that hash mark in that stick, in the stick area. So fairly simple. Pull the plug. You'll see that in the video, upcoming video. Pull the plug out. Pull the cap off the top. That's what I always do. That really helps release the pressure so it doesn't splash at you, squirt at you. And then do the oil filter change. So right there, that blue right there is the oil filter, the old one. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take that off, and like I said, we're gonna use the strap. It's gonna take it off, and then we're gonna put the new one on. All right. So old oil filter is off, right? So there it is. It's in the box. I always put it in the box because the excess oil, the box kind of absorbs it, and then you just throw it away in the trash, or take it back to the auto dealership, depending if parts place if they take it for recycled. If not, you could take it to the local recycle. Either way, it depends how your area recycles. Anyway, so new filter. Like I said, the rubber gasket, you don't want it to seal up in there. So you take the brand new oil, and you clean your hand a little bit. Just get a clean finger, best you can. And you want to basically dab your finger in the oil and rub it in to that spot. So right around there. This kid is as much as you don't have to be crazy about it. I always put it on the threads as well, just for fun. So basically, can't show you me putting the twisting on, putting it back on the stem, but it's a clockwise motion to go back on the stem. It's counterclockwise to take it off. The reason why I can't show you is because they give you about that much room in the compartment here. So I took off the cover, the plastic cover that goes on top of everything. Took that all off, give them extra hands, give some extra room in there. And then once you got it, unloosened, you could just unloosen it by the hand the whole way. Once you get the strap on there, if the strap doesn't work, there's so many different ways you could take off. There's an end cap one. There's a chain one. There's one that has almost like a gear puller one. There's different styles, and if that doesn't work, if it collapses or breaks or crushes because it's only a filter, the old handy dandy screwdriver, hammer it through the center and spin it with the handle of the screwdriver. Try to get a long post if you can, especially in this tight little area if you're using an Acadia. I had to do that in my old Escort a long time ago. It was stuck, couldn't get it off. It was seized on it, so I had to get the leverage of a long screwdriver and kind of just pry it off. And once you get it started, it's always hand tight. Careful, it is metal. It will shard. It will cut you. Anyway, so I'm gonna put this on, and I'll continue on back at like I said, underneath the car, bolt back on. All right, so we're gonna continue the oil change for the GMC 2012 Acadia. So this is the oil pan here. I said I was going to use a French. I'm actually going to use a socket, 15mm socket. I do apologize for that on the intro. So righty tighty, lefty loosey here. So we're going to go this way. Get this lever. Should just, yeah, as soon as you crack it, it really should just be easy. Just be hand tightened. Hand loosened after that. So make sure you line the oil pan up underneath. It will squirt out. It may be hot. I would wear a rag or gloves on your hands, so because it is going to get on there. So not even the best can get out of there without having oil get on your body. I'm going to try to get out of the way as fast as possible. Here we go. Last couple turns, it should just pop right out. There we go. And this to make sure this pan is dripping in there. You see the oil spilling out right there, and that just dripped on me. So it's a little warm, it's not hot. All right, back onto the car. Like I said, what we're gonna do is clean off all the drippy drips, right? That happens, right? So I'll do that in a second. So before we do that, here I'm gonna do this here. Take the plug out. Like I said, just do this one last time. Any extra oil that's in there that came from the filter will drop out just like it's doing now, right? Also, if, as you drain, as you well know, as you drain, it might collect more and then drain more, and so on and so forth. So I'm gonna put this on that rag over there, and then while that drains, I'm gonna go ahead and clean off the extra oil that came from the filter itself up in here. This is when you do this, and I'm not gonna show you where that because it's really tight, but it's underneath the filter. When you do that, just be careful because it does get hot. It gets really hot, on the exhaust. So you will get burned if you just ran your car. So again, just kind of want to catch the trail that came down best you can, and then clean off anything else you see. And it's not not a bad idea to keep a clean vehicle underneath. That's it. So we got the trips done. So now we're just waiting on this drain to stop until it starts dripping. All right, that should be good. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this back in. Real simple. Like, again, if it's tough, it should not be tough. If it's hard to twist it, turn it in, on that, that righty-tighty motion. You're cross-threading it, so don't force it in there. It should be really nice and clean and nice and easy. So move this out of the way because the drip pan is done. Get that out of your way, not in your way. Of course, I can't do that because the jack's over there, so I'm just going to reach over it. And then clean up over here because there's, again, it sprayed out over top of there. So clean on top of this because when this heats up, you're going to smell a little bit of oil at first. Let that all burn off and stuff, and then you should be good. All right. Switch that to righty-tighty, and then you go a little tight. Give it a nice little crank, give it an extra crank just in case, and you don't want to over-tighten this, you don't want to break it. Just perfectly snug, because when the car warms up, it expands and then it gets stuck, right? So you don't want to do that. All right, so that's tightened, that's clean, that's done, filter's done, that's clean. There's no oil currently in the car. Do not run the car. I'm going to say that one more time. Do not run the car when it's fully drained. You're not done. You got to put the oil back in. All right, I'll see you on top to put the oil on. So we're back on top here. You're watching Average Mike, GMC 2012 Acadia oil replacement, oil change. So we did the filter, we did the plugs, everything's tight. So if it drips down there, that means something's loose or not tight. So here we go. We're going to put it in right in that. And oil. What you want to do is just spot check it. See down below, see if you're dripping. Because you don't want to waste all the oil. I'll be right back. All right, so just checked it. We're not dripping. Everything's clean down there, right? So you would notice if it was dripping. because you wiped it all down. So we're just gonna continue with this. Lightly satisfying oil going into a filter. All right, so that's all complete. I'll let it drip out. Just let it sit in there and drip out, that's fine. What has to happen now is you gotta put, once this is done dripping out, I'm gonna check it again, but once it's done dripping out, cap back on, start the car, check to see the gauge again. I'll record all that, I'll show you. But, and then you're good. Oil change complete. All right, after the oil change, hood's open. Of course, it tells us that, we're still doing it. Hood's open, and we know. We gotta do the windshield wipers, got it. Oil change soon. So now we didn't start the car yet, right? Because it's, you know, because it's 2% oil left. That's what I had left. So we knew we put the oil in there. We start the car up. We're gonna let that run. Yes, it tells us the hood open. Thank you for letting me know. I can't see it. Windshield washer fluid. Oil change soon. So it's gonna go through the process. Boom. 2% oil life. We're gonna do it again. Oh, right. So 2% oil life. Shut the car off. Turn the car back on. Right, hood open. It should work. Shut the car off. Start the car back. Got it. All right, so it's going to say one day, it's going to say it, I promise you. Boom. So now, 100% oil left. You had to actually reset it. I didn't know that. So I thought it was 2%. Anyway, it was 2%, now it's 100%. Thought it was 5%, I was wrong. So now it's 100%, so now it'll track your life of your oil as you go through, and you're all clean now. So we're gonna go check the dipstick now that we have the oil flowing through. Make sure we have proper amount of oil, see if we need that extra quart. All right, so that's your, thank you for watching Average Mike. That's the oil change on a GMC 2012 Acadia. If you liked the video, please make comments down below. Like, subscribe, hit the little bell so you get notified on the next Acadia project, which is going to be the brakes. So I'm doing rotary brakes, of course rotary brakes. I'm doing the rotary replacement and the brake pads all at once for all 4 tires. Check out the channel, float around, see how you like it, make some comments, make some edits, see what you like us to see. I appreciate you again. Thank you for watching Average Mike.